Okay, so real quick, good afternoon everybody. I just accidentally deleted the intro to this video, so it's no longer morning, it's afternoon, but you'll see this and then you'll see the start, so sorry. I did, oops. Like, oh my goodness. That's a lot of tape. This is mint. This is Craigslist or best offer, 1,500 bucks, minor rent damage, it'll buff out. Alright, we're done at Walgreens. We're headed back to the house now. Before we do anything at all, we're eating food because we have not had food since like literally like 9 o'clock yesterday. We had Lazy Moon. We've had no food, so I'm about to die and it's hot. So food is first on the list. Alright, back home, I gotta pull the Mark 5 out of the garage so I can put the Mark 3 back in the garage after it gets a bath because it's so dirty. Hi, Grandpa! This is my grandpa. He's a cool man. Hello! Good old Mark 5 and all the lights that are on. Alright, Molly's back in the garage. Gonna leave her here for a while because it is way stupid hot outside and not messing with that. So she's gonna cool off and hide. We're gonna eat some pizza. So funny story, we decided that a 30-inch pizza was good for 2 people. I don't know why we thought about that or didn't think that 30 inches was this big, but let's look at the slice of this pizza. This is my hand. It's massive. And we ate 2 out of like 8 slices and then we have all this pizza left. Why did we think a 30-inch pizza was good for 2 people? And I didn't even realize how big 30 inches was until we sat down. I was like, wait, that's way too much. So, here we are. Okay, we finished our Lazy Moon pizza lunch break, which was much, much, much needed. I'm going to start the Jetta truck because it has been on in a few days. And then we're going to wash my car in the garage. And then I'm going to put the Momo steering wheel in this car, I think. And then maybe swap the hood over as well. Let's see if it still starts. Never fails. Since you know how to drive my car, can you take it out of the garage and put it there? In the car, on the dash. Thanks. Good work. I also need to fix this because it's falling off because double-sided tape doesn't want to work anymore. So I need something stronger, but I don't think I have anything else right now, so I might have to leave it for right now. 1, 2, 3, 4. All the Volkswagens. And all the motors. VR6, 2.0, and TDI. Wow. And that's it. Okay, come here. We have to decide on something. Get in here. Time out car wash or fancy cinematic car wash?
Number 2.
Number 2? Cinematic? Okay, you heard her. Alright, so the Jetta is clean. I had some shade a minute ago, but the sun is back out. I'm gonna brave it for a minute. We're gonna get the Momo pulled out of the parts car and put into this car, or at least started before I go inside and just stop doing stuff in the sun because I'm not feeling it. It's going to be hot. I parked really well. Dang it. Let's put one here from this side. Oh, and this car is full of everything. Okay, got the Momo out of the green car, but I decided it's way too hot to do anything else. So, at least, look, I said it's gonna be in the car, it's in the car. So eventually I'll pull the hub out of that car when that's not out anymore. So as soon as the sun goes down later on, we'll finish this up, or at least start it more, but it's too hot for this right now. Alright, it's been about 2 hours. I'm done pouting. The sun's gone away, so let's get the steering wheel knocked out. I'm gonna pull the Jetta truck to the middle over there so I can work on it in a more open area, because currently I parked so well that I can't fit in there to get that steering wheel out. Yo, so I literally go upstairs for 2 minutes to grab my phone charger, and it's raining. What are you doing, Florida? All right, so it's kind of mostly stopped raining. I'm gonna show you guys what I'm gonna pull off this car to put on the truck. The plan is to get this Momo hub off of here. There's one nut in the center. I'm not sure what size, I'll figure that in a minute. That's gonna come off and go to there. I'm gonna put my old black door cards out of my car in there and replace the tan ones. And I think I'm also gonna put this piece here with the coin and the cup holder because the car has no radio, so we'll put that in there as well. So that's 3 things we'll try and do today: door cards, the steering wheel, and the little piece over there. And I do apologize for the lack of like Mark III building based content. We've just been so busy. Like every weekend I've been going to this shoot, that shoot, this car show. I've had really no time to mess with anything, especially the Jetta truck that's been sitting for so long, but I'm feeling motivated. It is still for sale, but we got some really cool plans for it. So while we have it, might as well do some cool stuff with it, make some videos for you guys. A lot of cool stuff coming. So I'm gonna knock out some interior stuff like I said this week. Maybe some cool stuff next week, I don't know for sure, but there's definitely a lot of cool stuff, Mark III content from the Jetta truck coming, so very soon. All right, so get this center nut here off from the hub. It's at 11/16, so I have that and my breaker bar to give me some leverage. So I'm gonna break that free and then pull the whole hub off, and then it'll be pulling off the OEM wheel in the Mark III truck. All right, if this is a super awkward angle, I'm sorry, but you'll be okay. So let's see if this wants to come off easily. Oh, well, that was barely on there. Interesting. Barely had to crank it. It's kind of sketch. Oh, I dropped it, but it's out. So there's the center nut, done, and the hub should come off. Boom. Things are working well. Sun's gonna break very soon, but that one too easy. All right, so the door cards and the hub are out. Pretty simple to do. I couldn't seem to find a flathead, but I found one of my throwing knives, so this will work. I'm gonna try and pry this little cup holder coin thing out. Don't know how it really comes out, but most Mark III things with a flathead, and you just kind of pry at it. Eventually it should pop free, or it's gonna break. One of the two. So it's nice and toasty in this car, so I'm not trying to be in here too long, so hopefully this wants to get out of here relatively soon. I'm gonna pop these side pieces off here first, just to make sure there's no screws holding it in, because that'd be annoying if I'm just trying to yank it out and there's screws in it. And then I think we should be good. Look at this epic sun glare right now. Ready for this? It's about to be so cinematic. Ready? Alright, I pulled the side pieces off. There are no screws, so it should just pull out, I think. Maybe. Something's caught on this side. Oh, nope. Did it. Okay. All's well. Alright, well that was easier than I thought. This is going well today, guys. This is going so well today. Alright, so somehow within a few minutes, I was able to get all the things I needed out of the parts car for this car, so that was cool. Now the problem's going to be getting the stuff out of this car that I need out. So this steering wheel's gonna be a pain in the butt, hopefully not. There's no radio in this car, so that'll be an easy thing to do. And door cards are always simple to do. And those have been off before, I think, so it shouldn't be the Allen keys, so that'll be easy. It's just gonna be the steering wheel. Hopefully it's not gonna be too much of a pain in the butt. Disconnect the battery always when you're messing with the airbags. So battery will get disconnected, then we'll mess with pulling this off, and then it should be hopefully just out and Momo in, and we'll be good for today. All right, step one in not getting punched in the face by an airbag when you mess with it is disconnecting your battery. Usually it's a 10mm, maybe different sizes for yours, but these are 10 in here. One and two, now ready to work. All right, once your battery is disconnected, I believe step two is taking out this one right there and this one on that side, and that releases the airbag maybe? I don't remember. I did this before in my car and in Larry's car, but I'm too lazy to look it up, so I'm gonna kind of wing it until I get there. All right, so both of these are out, and they don't actually come all the way out. You just loosen them, they pull out a little bit, and then once they're both off, then this comes forward, and then you'll disconnect the airbag right there, I believe, and then that's off. Then you pull the nut off as well, then steering wheel comes off, and voila, it's off. All right, so this is where the airbag unplugs right there. Then that just comes clean out. After this is unplugged, we can get to the center nut here, which is the 11/16, same as the other car. Get that off. Sometimes getting the wheel off the first time is a pain in the butt, and you have to really get two hands and get a good smack before, and work it for a good while before it comes off. Hopefully this one's not too bad, but we'll see in a second. Once that's off, this hub can go back on with this wheel, and then that'll be done. And then after that, we'll do the cup holder thingamabob. And I'm not gonna do the door cards today because I forgot those door cards off my car have the hole for the manual crank, and I don't want the hole in these doors. These windows still work. So I'm gonna paint these ones, texture paint these ones, but not texture paint, fabric paint these ones black some other weekend or some other time, but those will get done black, and I'll just keep those ones in here. All right, the nut is off, so we're gonna see, put you guys there, if this thing wants to get out of here. So let's see how this wants to go. Wow, that was easy. Listen, when I did my steering wheel, my Momo steering wheel, I got it at SOHO 2015, okay? We did my steering wheel in the show lot during the show, and it took us like 25 minutes to get my steering wheel to come off. Like just prying it back and forth with two people, and this just came right off. Miley's a stubborn girl, let me just tell you. Once your wheel is off, there's one more connector piece back here. Once that comes off, the whole wheel is out, and you are good to install your new hub. All right, Momo wheels, the hub's installed to the wheel now. We're just gonna put it back on. It's easier to do it this way with the hub to the wheel, because that way you can get it centered and your wheel straight. So you kind of just line up as best as you can, and then you kind of just push. Ah, clamshell. It's okay. So you get it seated just a little bit, then use your nut and your socket to seat it the rest of the way. Then you take your extension with your socket and you will tighten it up the rest of the way with this. Quick moment to appreciate this crazy sky coming in. Like, that's insane. And there's lots of thunder and lightning, so it's probably gonna rain soon. It's like a giant mushroom cloud in the center. It really is. Like, it's like flat, 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 massive cloud. Okay, back to this. All right, the wheel's in, looks good, feels great, much better than the OEM stuff. Eventually we'll probably get it rewrapped, but right now it looks pretty cool. Larry's here. We have this piece to go in now in the center here, so we're gonna clear out some of these wires where the old radio used to be, or they tried to wire something. We're not really sure, it's kind of a mess. We're just trying to tuck those back in, push this in, that'll be done as well. All right, so wire tuck complete, AKA shove all the wires down. So, it is what it is. All right, put that in there. It should just pop straight in. You should have to do anything else after that. Better hurry. Florida's getting angry with us. Lots of lightning. There it is. Look at that. So if you don't know what this is, all right, go ahead and demonstrate. Let me see. This is for coins. You got section dividers for like pennies, quarters, all that fun stuff. All right, put that one away. Show them the good one. Boom. Look at this cup holder setup. Hold on, I got a cup right here. Hang on. Where is it? Right here. Hold up. Boy, what's good? If I didn't have a radio,
AC hits it.
Yeah, if I didn't have a radio, I would put this in my car. And I don't feel like relocating it down there, but this, like, come on, like, these are useless. Absolutely. If we all have Mark IIIs, this does literally
take this out to put a big drink
nothing. This is golden, like, golden. Also, if you're wondering about this, this isn't an OEM Mark III thing. What's it from, Larry? It's from a...
I think it's from a Mercury Cougar or something.
Some other car that's not a Volkswagen.
90s.
It came in the car, the green car over there, but it's not out of a Mark III. So if you're asking what this is or where it's from, we're not quite sure. He thinks it's from a Mercury, but it's not OEM to Volkswagen. All right, so Momo wheel in, check. The cup holder coin thing also in, check. Like I said, I'm not gonna put those ones in this car because there's holes in them for the manual crank. So we're gonna use these ones and just fabric paint them. Oh, phone call. So like I said, these are just gonna get fabric painted black, so they won't have any holes in them, and that'll be that. We're also gonna replace these again, so those will be nice and new. And Larry want to keep being motivated, so we're swapping the hood from this hood to the black hood on that one. The reason why, there's a dent right there, you can see. And instead of trying to pull it out to be a pain in the butt, that hood has no dents, so might as well just swap it, and then the car will be blue, brown, and black race car hood. Everyone knows black hoods are race car hoods. So that's what's happening now. Okay, so I had someone ask a while back about how to remove a hood off a Mark III Jetta. So hopefully you're watching now because this is what we're doing. How it works is there's two 13 mil screws, nuts, what are these, bolts?
They're bolts.
13 millimeter bolts on both sides, so 4 in total. And then you gotta disconnect your windshield washer cords here. And then that's it, right? 4 bolts, the cords, and there's a ground on one of the bolts that comes off. So 4 bolts, the ground, and the windshield wiper lines, and then off it goes. Get out of my shot, plane. Get. He's flying right into the death. R.I.P. plane. Okay, to give you guys a better, show you this better, there is 1, 2, and then there's 2 on the exact same side over here. 1, 2, and then your lines for your washers over here. Disconnect that, then the hood comes off. It's much easier with 2 people. You can do it by yourself, but I don't recommend. Oh, and things are fireworks?
Fireworks.
Everyone wants to ruin my vlog today. Throw it. Yeah. Good light work over here. All right, so it's very dark as you can see. The new hood is on, the black hood, no dents, looking really good. We got it to fit as evenly as possible. So there's the gap on that side and the gap on this side, pretty close to exactly what it needs to be. You gotta kind of fiddle with the nuts back and forth, make sure or the bolts back and forth, make sure they're even, but not bad fitment. So now that we have, and this fender got put back on the way. So now the hood's on, the fender's on, the back is kinda-ish done. Next might be some paint, some more rattle can nonsense for the car, and got some cool things coming. But it's looking good. We got a lot of parts on it today. Quick correction. I think earlier I said that the center nut for the steering wheel was an 11/16. It's actually a 15/16, or in other terms, it's a 23 or 24. But we didn't have that size, so 15/16 works, but not 11/16. That's way too small. Alright, so that's a wrap up today's video. I'm glad we got to go back and do some Mark III stuff. I haven't actually done any work on any of the Mark IIIs in quite a while, so it was nice to get back to doing that. That was fun. Hope you guys enjoyed watching that. If you're new here, hit the subscribe button. Larry, say bye. I can't see you, but say bye.
Bye.
You're somewhere out there. Wait for it. Wait for it. Oh, there you are. We'll see you next time. Peace out.